All right, ready when you are, my guy.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Marketing Darkness. I'm here with our intern, Kristen, and my assistant, Jelani. We're still going through expert secrets. We're still going through Dotcom secrets, and we're going to finish it up today. So stick around. We're going to kind of wrap this up and then talk about the projects that we're going to get into in the next episodes. So, welcome back.
Yeah, dude, it's good to be back, man.
Yeah.
I'm very excited, and in fact, it's going to be a lot of really awesome stuff on the last few secrets of the most current version of Dotcom Secrets by Russell Brunson, one of 3 in the series of Expert trilogy. So,
Yeah,
man.
So, we're in section 4.
Building your funnel.
So in my section 4, again, we're looking at the older version. This was published in, let's see here,
I think it was
2015. So this was published 5 years ago, and Jelani has a version that is from this year, correct? Yeah,
May of 2019 or 2020.
So yeah, so the versions that we have are quite different. My section 4 is all about funnels. Which we went over in section 3 in Jelani's book. And so it really just talks about front-end funnels, funnels for the middle of your value ladder, which you've already went over as well, the value ladder, and then back-end funnels. So some of those are the 2-step, free plus shipping. A lot of times that's how you get this book. Self-liquidating offers, so something that's going to ship to you as long as you start the sequence, it liquidates itself. Continuity, which is just keeping people in line with their funnel and your funnel and the products that are in there. Funnel 4 is the perfect webinar. We talked about that being an online seminar that you give to people and then sell a product at the end. The invisible funnel webinar, where people don't actually see that they're in a funnel. They just come to your webinar and then afterwards are retargeted. And the product launch, which is just any general product launch. And then in the back end is the high ticket 3-step application. So we're having people apply to get into a program or to be part of like an inner circle or something like that. And so really those just kind of take you through the sequence of the beginner funnels all the way up to the higher end funnels with the value ladder.
Makes sense.
And then my book ends with click funnels, which we'll talk about with your section 4.
Nice. So yeah, on good segue. On this section 4, it's for building your funnels. There's 3 secrets in this book, and we went through secrets 1 through 25 already in the previous podcast. So on this one, we're going to cover secret number 26, which covers click funnels in great detail, which is the byproduct of concepting the literature for this and also Russell's work and building funnels for people. It goes into details on how that works. Secret number 27, funnel stacking, which also goes into detail about, in addition to building funnels, how to actually stack the benefits of secret parts and components of funnels, such as lead suite pages, unboxing funnels, and etc. And also, secret number 28 goes in the funnel audibles, which speaks a lot to the math that goes behind the actual practice of using these funnels. So yeah, we're going to get a lot covered in just a few sections, or just in the section and with a few secrets.
Yeah, so today's episode maybe not be very long. We're going to get in a little bit more into just general marketing at the end as we talk about a few of the other books and just talk with Kristen here. Because she wants to get into broadcasting, so marketing is a huge part of that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm going to have Jelani lead our discussion on the last few secrets, telling us about ClickFunnels. I'll show you my ClickFunnels account. I do have a ClickFunnels account, so I can show you how a funnel is built, and then hopefully we can get that on screen later. But today I'll just show you on my screen, and yeah, we'll end it off like that.
Sounds good. So building your own funnels is essentially what this is about. So it goes into detail on Numbers 26, which is ClickFunnels. It explains how Russell Brunson, Dylan Jones, and Todd Dickerson go into a lot of brainstorming sessions and trying to figure out how ClickFunnels can work better for people. 2014, it was founded by, Russell along with other friends, and it goes into the idea of choosing your own funnel. Because what they do after presenting you with the idea that you can apply these funnels to your business, they then offer you the opportunity to pick the funnel that you want to start off on in order to get benefits from it. And one of the figures, it pretty much just describes like the cost connected to what actually is received by you, the consumer, once you decide to go into ClickFunnels. So then after that, it goes into a bunch of graphics about, ClickFunnels itself, like what the site looks like, the benefits of it once you actually get into it. And if you made it this far into the book, you've probably already either A, decided to get into ClickFunnels, or B, you want to and you're already getting a brief, little window inside. So that looks like that pretty much sums up secret number 26 for ClickFunnels. Word. Without giving out details of what's in the book, you know what I mean? So
right. If you want to get the details, buy the book.
Exactly.
And again, I'll put a link in the description where you can get that for free. You just pay $9.95 in shipping.
Dude, it's so tight. Because, if you've ever built a website, have you ever built a website before?
Mm-mm.
Or, use a website builder or anything like that?
I've been around people that have done it and I've seen it, but never actually hands-on.
I hear you. it's a lot.
ClickFunnels makes it so easy. Like, it's crazy easy. They've done, obviously, all the back-end coding, but it's basically a drag-and-drop site where you can build an entire funnel from the front-end squeeze page to the back-end, fulfillment of info products. So say you have a bunch of videos that you want to sell as a product, you can actually host that on ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
You need to have your own URL, but you don't even have to have a domain. You don't even need to have it hosted.
Exactly.
You just need to have the URL domain and domain name. So
which is nuts because if things like Squarespace or WordPress actually gave you funnels for a business, that would be cool. But they do have their own forms of things that they offer to people who use those sites. So I've used both Squarespace and WordPress. And I'm looking at this book right now, too. I'm noticing that it's very similar, like you said, drag and drop.
Yeah.
So, dude, there's so much benefit to this.
Yeah.
Check it out.
And, the base price. So, for ClickFunnels, you can get a 14-day free trial. And if you're used to making funnels, you could probably be making enough to pay for your membership by the end of that trial.
Especially if you're already bringing in money.
Exactly. If you're already bringing in money for your business, the basic plan at $97 a month is
totally
nothing.
Worth it.
And then you get the platinum plan at $297 a month, and you get you can have an affiliate program with that. So there's this program called Backpack on the site that lets you host your own affiliate program. So I'm an affiliate for Dotcom Secrets, which is why I can sell that. I have a specific link that they track that when a sale comes through, actually you can see down here right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to the whole affiliate thing so I don't embarrass myself.
Yeah, you're all good.
With my sales because I haven't really been pushing it. We've been making a lot of content, but I haven't been really pushing it lately.
That's fair.
So it'll show you inside. Let me take it off the charger. Inside your affiliate account, how much money you've made in the last 7 days, last 30 days, and then it shows you what products are available to you. So I'm just showing them right now. The One Funnel Away Challenge, Traffic Secrets book, One Funnel Away Challenge. See, these are not, so the ones that aren't lit up aren't available to me. ClickFunnels Affiliate Center, but these are .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, 30-Day Summit, 2 Comma Club, and things like that.
That's awesome, man.
And so I haven't made any money in the past few days, but you can see I made a few dollars off of it so far. And as we continue to promote, it will let me do that. But with the platinum account with ClickFunnels, you can have other people do this for your business. So say with our Farfetch DIY Secrets, I can have an affiliate for that go and sell Farfetch DIY Secrets for Farfetched. And then they have their own little center that they can come to, get all the assets that you need to promote, get all the talking points where they get paid. That this is just like a hub, and ClickFunnels can host this for you.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, right? So if you have a business, you can have your own affiliate program through ClickFunnels. You don't have to build anything. It's really, you just have them sign up, you give them a link, and then they go and sell it just like I am for .com secrets and expert secrets and so on.
That's incredible, man. So speaking of which, let's go on to the next secret, which is funnel stacking. Now, funnel stacking is fascinating because when you think about funnels and ladders, you think about the fact that, yes, a funnel or one click away or one funnel away, you think you're one funnel away from not having to work anymore, but that's false.
Yeah.
And mostly because when you see a detailed roadmap, if you will, a detailed roadmap will tell you what addresses are on each block in a city. You know, what block of addresses, it'll tell you what the cross streets are. It'll tell you the directions that the streets go in. It's that great detail that really makes it easy for you to navigate the city. So these funnels are ways for you to navigate a brand. And what they're essentially doing in ClickFunnels and with presenting this information to you with funnel stacking is letting you know that the proof is in the details that you give to each section of your ladder. Because what you want to make sure is that once your consumer enters, that they're easily able to get to the next rung of the ladder. And that's what this gets into with funnel stacking. So it shows you a few figures, and it essentially illustrates a funnel or a ladder, but it puts each component of how it just explained how to build the ClickFunnels in the previous secret. It applies that to each rung of the ladder. So yeah, you go into details about those types of things. You learn about squeeze funnels, challenge funnels, and webinar funnels, and like how to transition between the two, like the details in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because webinar is kind of like the middle of the value ladder, like your second or third step up. You probably got the core offer, which is like a book or, you know, a free appointment or something like that, free sample, something like that gets you in the funnel. And then as you escalate up the ladder, they're going to give you things that cost more or take more effort to give you. So, you know, that's essentially what you're talking about is where we're at, because we've bought the books. I'm on ClickFunnels, and they just, you know, take you up as you go along. Kristen, have you ever like bought a product and then, you know, kind of built a relationship with that brand where they got you to buy things that were maybe more expensive down the road?
Yeah, actually, as of recently, if I could say it, Savage Fenty by Rihanna, her lingerie line.
Nice.
How that works is you sign up for like the VIP collection deal, and then it's very cheap in the beginning, but then when you go back for a second time, the products are a little more expensive, but since you're signed up with that VIP package, you're still paying less than the average person that doesn't have the VIP access.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
See, and that right there is the funnel. And it works on that exclusivity. Mm-hmm. There's a number of different devices you can use to get people to take action. Scarcity and urgency is typically one, and exclusivity is a way to convey that scarcity or urgency, because it's like, we're giving away 100 exclusive VIP, you know, memberships to this line of clothing, and if you buy it now, then you'll also have, you know, a lifetime of VIP, versus if you buy it next week, you're gonna have to, you know, pay full price.
Which if you're going back constantly, it's totally worth it.
Exactly.
You know? Or if you want to go back more often, it's a good excuse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It is.
Yeah. And hopefully they're going to give you more and more that provides value to you. You feel like you're getting some value from it. Like we were talking about before we turned on the mics and everything, you know, it can kind of feel kind of scammy if you use these tactics with a product or service that doesn't really deliver.
Exactly.
Ultimately, if you're delivering, you might sound like a scam, but then when people get the result that they're looking for, then the testimonials, like you said, will be to that effect. They won't be like, well, this guy told me I was going to get $100,000 off this internet business and I lost $10,000.
Right.
You know, it's going to be like, well, this person said they could help me make money for my business, and I actually made $10,000 last month because of the steps that I took using the .com secrets, expert secrets, or traffic secrets. So yeah, I mean, essentially everything that you're sold, if you're on social media especially, but if you watch TV, if you watch any kind of media, you're being marketed to at some point along the way, and marketers have found a good way to make it everywhere. I remember when YouTube had no commercials. You remember
Me
that?
too, yeah. It's wild.
And marketers figured out, oh, there's more eyes on YouTube than there are on cable TV. Let's move to YouTube and the internet. Yeah. And I remember when there was no ads on Instagram. Now there are ads on Instagram, Facebook.
I remember when the algorithm for Facebook was solely dependent on who your friends were and when they posted.
Yeah.
Like it was literally, and Instagram the same. It was an algorithm that was pretty straightforward. It was you put something up. It was very similar to Twitter in that aspect too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, but it wasn't as saturated, so you wouldn't miss much, but it was just all laid out for you, and you could just do it in order, and it's like that's all the stuff that people have posted today. Like that's
and then you're done. You could get to the end of a timeline back then.
That's wild.
It wasn't an infinite scroll.
That's wild. But yeah, so on that note, it is really fascinating too, because it goes into secret number 28, which is funnel audibles. Now essentially it goes into some detail about how particular funnels work and how marketing itself in the traditional fashion isn't necessarily something that you would want to depend on with making funnels and things, at least to work the way that they have with Russell. And they go into like one properly exploited funnel can make all the difference. Like when you're on the beach walking around and you have that one profound thought, you know, that can change your entire life, you know, that type of stuff. It also goes into the fact that like marketing math is pretty much something that you need to have down packed in order to sell yourself and the product better. So it goes into details about that and like how to better track that, and how cost per acquisition is something that you need to consider hardcore if you're trying to sell anything, especially on a scalable thing, on a scalable in a scalable fashion.
Yeah, cost per acquisition, even from our business mentor Rajan, has been one of the biggest pieces of how he starts any new venture. So like there's a few criteria that he has to determine whether or not he's going to pursue an idea, and cost per acquisition or cost of acquisition is one of the main criteria. So you want to know how much something is going to cost you before you start to spend money on it, because then one, you'll know if you overspend or underspend, but also you want to know what you're getting into before you just jump into the deep end, especially in marketing, especially with paid ads on social media. You can lose a lot of money very quickly, and even Google, you can lose a lot of money very quickly if you don't know what you're doing, because it's a bid and auction platform, so the prices aren't always the same. And if you have content that is going to be not negative, but if it's not being rewarded, or it's not the type of content that say YouTube or Facebook wants, and then you get punished for that and you're still running ads, you can lose a lot of money for the clicks that you're getting to try to get, you know, content that isn't being engaged with.
Yeah, on that note, I was going to say, if your average cart value, this what it says, is if your average cart value is better than your customer, the CPA, essentially.
Cost per acquisition. And that's specifically for customers. What does it cost you to acquire a new customer?
And these are things, and this is stuff that it says that to consider whenever you're, you know, considering your funnel audibles, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's essentially a good section on being able to be realistic about how the funnel is actually going to work, instead of just being like, oh, it's a magic trick. No, it's something that you kind of need to keep
something
track
will probably
of
go wrong the first time you run your funnel.
I mean, you can almost count on it. You know what I mean?
On it, right.
And if you do, that way you're not disappointed if it happens, and B, I mean, if it doesn't happen, you're ahead. You know?
Right, ahead of the game.
So yeah, I mean, it just describes really good details on front end funnel leads, unboxing leads, and things like that, like in relation to cost per acquisition, and good ideas as to like what the numbers could look like. At least for Russell, this is what he's explaining that the numbers look like for what they did, so that you can get an idea of like what you're looking for
and what it might look like when you run your funnel.
Exactly.